Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to speak to you today about an amazing and unique individual. His triumphs are legend. He is without rival. Women want him. Men want to be him. He is a paragon, an ideal man any young lad wants to be just like when he grows up to be a man. Only one man comes to mind to fit this large description. Only one guy.
Press blank.
This guy. The very first Jim Carrey movie I saw was Dumb and Dumber. It was, and still is, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. My favorite scene was when Lloyd, Jim Carrey, and Harry, Jeff Daniels, arrived in Aspen, completely frozen together after a long drive on their tiny little scooter that Lloyd traded for Harry's shaggin' wagon. I couldn't believe I was laughing so hard. Since then, I have been hooked. Jim Carrey has been my favorite actor since, and I have since then seen nearly all of his movies. It's my way of saying thanks to him for all the years of entertainment and laughs. I decided to write this tribute to him and his work, and to share with you all the treasure that is Jim Carrey. I'm going to reflect on Jim Carrey's challenging origins, his professional success, his role in the lives of those he loves, and the legacy he is leaving upon us today. Jim lives his life in a most inspirational way to us through comedy, hence why I'm proud to reflect on his life with all of you today. If you couldn't already tell from his website, Jim Carrey is an artist. Along with such modern wonders as insulin, Steve Nash, the Zipper, Pamela Anderson, and maple syrup, Jim Carrey is but one of the great contributions to mankind that have come from Canada. I can only imagine that he was an incurable goof from day one. His movies are triumphant, with pure comedy and joy. But Jim wasn't born into this fame. He worked for it, and earned it fair and square on pure talent. Born in Newmarket, Ontario, on January 17, 1962, Jim Carrey was the youngest of 4 children, and an incurable extrovert, performing since day one. In junior high, he was labeled as class clown, but managed to negotiate time at the end of each school day to perform for his peers. By 14, Carrey tried his luck at the comedy club scene at the Canadian comedy club Yuck Yucks, where he was booed off the stage, which is one of many clubs that would serve as his training grounds for his future in comedy. In 1977, Jim's father, Percy, lost his accounting job, and the family found themselves amidst severe financial woes, forced from their homes. The Carreys took residence in a farmhouse on factory grounds. In exchange, his dad took a position as a security guard, and all 4 kids took night shifts cleaning the plant. Soon, Jim's mom, Kathleen, who had often struggled with illness, fell bedridden, and Carrey left school to help care for her. According to his website, Jim says this was the point in his life his comedy truly began to grow. He would perform for his mother to make her laugh. Determination was never the question. At age 19, he grew the balls to move out to Los Angeles. He financed his way to a regular gig at the Comedy Store, and where he impressed Caddyshack's own Rodney Dangerfield, so much so that the veteran comics signed him as an opening act for an entire season. Jim Carrey made his film debut in 1983 in Rubberface. In 1985, he scored his first male lead in the ill-received Lauren Hdden film Once Bitten. A year later, he landed a supporting role in Peggy Sue Got Married, before he made his first modest splash with his appearance as the alien Whitlock in Earth Girls Are Easy at 26 years old. Impressed with his lunacy, fellow alien co-star Damon Wayans made a call to his brother, Keenan Ivory Wayans, and Jim Carrey joined the cast of In Living Color, quickly making quite the name for himself. The 90s were Carrey's golden years. His transformation from TV goofball to marquee headliner happened within the course of a single year. He opened 1994 by starring in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, the next as the maniac superhero, The Mask, and finally in December, he hit theaters as a lovable dolt in Dumb and Dumber, his first multi-million-dollar payday. Now a box office staple in 1995, he brought his manic antics to Batman Forever, replacing Robin Williams as the Riddler. He continued to strive in his success after earning lead roles in several high successful films, including the sequel to his breakthrough, Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. Several films, and 2 years later, Jim signed on with Sony to the Cable Guy and became the highest-paid actor in the history of cinema. But he didn't stop there. Since then, Carey has undergone another career change, escaping the label of just a comedic star, and has taken his place as a world-class actor with films like The Truman Show, Man on the Moon, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and his past November's Disney's A Christmas Carol, and 2010's upcoming I Love You, Philip Morris. Carey has shown the world he is far more than just the kooky kid who was booed off the Yuck Duck stage for putting his knees in his shirt and calling himself Dolly Parton. Carey continued to star in highly acclaimed comedy films, including Liar Liar, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Bruce Almighty, Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, Fun with Dick and Jane, and Yes Man. Along with his iconic funny side, there's also a loving side to this Hollywood goofball. As previously stated, he dropped out of high school to help care for his very ill mother as a teenager. He has been married twice in his life. First, Jim was married for 8 years to former actor Melissa Wilmer, with whom he has a 22-year-old daughter, Jane Erin Carey. After that, Jim was married for less than a year to Dumb and Dumber co-star Lauren Holly. Jim Carey also dated Me, Myself, and Irene co-star Renee Zellweger in 2000, but ended in a broken engagement. In December 2005, Carey started dating actress model Jenny McCarthy, and the couple didn't go public with their relationship till June 2006. They are still living together to this day. With no plans of marriage, the couple are perfectly happy as they are with McCarthy's loving autistic son, Jared. I'm sorry, that's supposed to say Evan. Today, Jim continues to make films, paint, sculpt, and lends a voice for various charities and causes through his Better You Foundation. Together with Jenny McCarthy, Jim Carey is a prominent spokesperson and activist for the Generation Rescue Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization that advocates the view that autism and related disorders are primarily caused by environmental factors, specifically vaccines. In general, Jim lives a beautiful life with his partner in crime, Jenny McCarthy, and her autistic son, Evan. According to his Twitter page, Carey is enthusiastically embracing his newest role in life, Grandpa, as his daughter Jane gave birth to Jackson Riley Santana on February 26, 2010, with husband Alex Santana. I appreciate the opportunity I have had today to pay tribute to my childhood idol, Jim Carrey. When he's gone, the world of cinema will miss Jim Carrey's unique and creative brand of comedy. His family will miss the love and laughter of his son, brother, father, and grandfather. And I will miss the beloved entertainment he has blessed our society with for the past couple of decades. Tonight, I encourage you all to pop some popcorn, sit back, and treat yourself to one of the most amazing films. Undoubtedly, we have all seen his work, and if you haven't, I will personally hook you up with every Jim Carrey movie I have, and each and every one of his movies shall enrich your life with the humor and laughter, the likes of which you have never seen before. Thank you for listening.